Welcome to the Stan Show. I'm Stan Arthur, and I'm here with my effervescent, ever-present lifeguard and co-host, Chevy Millard. How you doing, Chevy?
What's happening, Stan?
Great. Did you have a good week?
Yeah, busy.
Yeah, you've been working that Darnell Farms hayride, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
It's not really a hayride, though, is it? It's a wagon ride.
It's a wagon ride.
It's a wagon ride.
Yeah.
So we were there last night, and I was looking for you, and you were where now?
I'm hidden in a shed in the middle of the forest.
A shed in the forest. And a shed. It was quite cold out last night.
Yeah.
It was like 45 when we were there.
Yeah.
And I got you know what? I got your camera screwed up. Let me fix that real quick here. Don't mind me. I'm just the man behind the curtain. And get you all squared up here. There we go. That'll work. That'll work right there. Okay. Yeah, I bumped this camera. It's over here next to me. I bumped it when I was going to get a little drinky poo here. And I kind of screwed it up. Anyway, it's good to go now.
Yeah.
So you were out in the shed, and that's what you do that during the hayride because you are the maestro of the technology.
Yeah, it's kind of the brains of the whole thing. Without it, you don't have a light show nor the music going and everything. So.
And you synchronize the light show with the music.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. And are you doing that manually or is it a program?
A little bit of both. For like usually the close to the beginning of the songs and the end of the songs, I kind of go manual wise. But the chunk of the good songs are all programmed.
I see. Well, that's cool. I'm trying to get this camera of yours fixed up, and this thing's not working right for some reason. I'm not able to get this. No, this is not going all the way down to the bottom. I don't know why. Okay, we're just going to go with it and stop complaining. You look good. You look fine. I left a lollipop there for you in case you wanted it.
Yeah, I see it. Thank you.
I'm gonna hook one up here myself. Well, anyway, I just people probably want to know what this whole light show, hayride, wagon ride experience is like.
Yeah.
So let's watch one. I put a little video together today, and we're gonna let's see. Let's put this video on, and y'all hopefully will be enjoying this. Let me get this up here like that. And I got to click off of this and let's go. anyway, what a lovely experience that was.
Cool.
Great fun Christmas night. That'd be our third year in a row going out there and doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of fun. Great. And the crowd was great last night.
Yeah.
The last time I went, no, actually I skipped last year, but the year before that, they didn't have the whole indoor thing set up.
No. Yeah. It's an evolving thing every year.
Well, that's made a huge difference. Yeah. Now, I was able to go get a pumpkin gingerbread latte or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like that and sit there while the kids were on the hayride, and we just hung out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was just really great. I love Darnell Farms. And,
it's one of my favorite places around here.
Yeah, good old Nate. He's out there driving one of the tractors.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sometimes
one of the wagons.
Sometimes I get bored out there. I think I'm about to. So I'm going to try to send you something real quick on Messenger.
All right.
Let's see here.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll just tell you that our podcast last week, where we talked about the Ethiopian Bible and the Book of Enoch and some other stuff, the Book of Covenants and things like that. That was my most popular podcast to date. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. And I didn't even get to all the stuff.
Right.
And I wanted to get to one of those things. It's just a short story. Won't take very long to do it. This is Blue Raspberry Blast, by the way. As far as dum-dums go. Right. It's a dum-dum eating a dum-dum. What are you going to do? I thought this was hugely interesting.
Right.
Now, a lot of people who are watching this podcast are probably closer to my age than they are to Chevy's age, but, because it's Boomer Deluxe over here. But, we grew up with things like Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. And it was about the Ark of the Covenant being found in Egypt. And you remember the bad guy. I don't know if you ever saw that movie.
I actually have never seen any of the Indiana Joneses.
Oh, well, they're very good.
Yeah.
Well, at least the first three are.
Right.
And I won't really get into that and critiquing the movies and all that. But the first one was a huge surprise to everybody because it was just so cool.
Right.
And it was a joint project between George Lucas and Steven Spielberg.
Right.
And it was just a big surprise. Like, well, what's that going to be about? It was kind of a throwback to what they used to call serials, which are episodes of shows they would show before movies in the movie theaters because it was before television, before we had television. So they would have these weekly serials that would show in the movie theaters. Right. And it was kind of a throwback to that, except it was a 2.5 hour movie or whatever.
Right.
And in that story, his big thing is to find the Ark of the Covenant because of all the stories and depictions of the Ark of the Covenant it's the vessel where the 10 Commandments, Moses and the tablets on the 10 Commandments were actually placed in this, and God gave them very specific instructions about how to build this ark. It would be a wood box overlaid with gold, and it's very, very intricate.
Right.
And anybody who's seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, they know that was a very realistic depiction of what the ark supposedly looks like.
Right.
But nobody has any idea if the ark survived or if it's been hidden away all these centuries or what. Nobody knows. There's a lot of theories about it.
Oh, yeah.
And when it comes to the Ethiopian Bible, well, they've got their own thing. There's this book is called let me get to the right place here. This is in the expanded, the Ethiopian Bible. There's a book called the Kebra Nagast. And if we go back to what we call the King James Bible, and the First Kings and also in Second Chronicles, it goes on and tells the story of the Queen of Sheba. But it never says she's queen of what other than Sheba, and we don't know what Sheba was.
Right.
Okay, we have no idea what Sheba was, but they described her as the ruler of a healthy kingdom, likely in southern Arabia, which is now modern-day Yemen. All right. And she had heard of King Solomon's extraordinary wisdom and his fame as the king of Israel at the time, King Solomon, right? And don't want to get lost here. Okay, so she got a big caravan together and she traveled to Jerusalem, with a grand caravan, camels loaded with spices, gold, precious stones, and she was going to test him with different riddles.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, I don't want to belabor this. Solomon did really well, and she was way impressed.
Right.
But that was pretty much it. She said, "Okay, cool," and she left. All right, and went back to Sheba, wherever that was. All right. The Ethiopian Bible and the Kebra Nagast tells a different story.
Gotcha.
All right. First of all, there is no Queen of Sheba. All right. It is, go by her name. She was most likely the Queen Makeda, ruler of Ethiopia. And that she had heard of King Solomon's great wisdom and all that. So she took a caravan down to Jerusalem. And man, that would have been a long trip by foot. Woo! And so all the same stuff, she took a bunch of stuff down there to give to him and then tested him on his knowledge and all that. And she was blown away, absolutely blown away. In fact, she was so blown away, she was a bit turned on. And so they basically made a child. And she became pregnant,
right,
unbeknownst to him. And they said, "Okay, well, we're going back to Ethiopia now." And they took the whole caravan back to Ethiopia, where she gave birth to a son who was named Menelik. That wasn't his first name. He was named Menelik later, but for reasons of expediency, we'll just say he's Menelik.
Right.
All right. Gave birth to Menelik. Well, Menelik gets to be about 22, and he's discovered that his father is King Solomon in Israel.
Right.
So he said, "Well, I got to go meet him." So they put together a big caravan, and they go down there, and Solomon recognizes him instantly. He said, "You're my son. Wow." And he just freaks out, and he's like, "I'm going to give you this whole kingdom. When I die, Israel is yours. You're the new king of Israel." Menelik said, "Yeah, I'm going back to Ethiopia. So great meeting you, Dad."
Right.
And so Solomon's disappointed, but he loves his son. And so he loads him up with all kinds of stuff. And he gives him these, they call the firstborn. Let me make sure I get this right. These are grown men, they didn't give them babies.
Right.
But they gave him these real noble dignitaries of Israel.
Right.
And said, "You go back with Menelik to Ethiopia and you stay there." Maybe he didn't like him. I don't know. But so they load up the caravan with these noble men and all that, and they go back to Ethiopia. Halfway there, one of these priest guys from Solomon, Solomon is sent with him, says, "Oh, by the way, well, darn it. What happened is there's a little server disconnection there. We lost a part of the show, but I'll fill you in real quick. The priest who spoke to Menelik while they were on the journey back to Ethiopia told him that they had smuggled away the Ark of the Covenant. They had it with them there on the caravan. Menelik freaked out. He's like, "What? I mean, we could be struck dead by God for stealing this and having it." But then he realized that didn't happen. So he said, maybe we're meant to have it. So they took the Ark of the Covenant back to Ethiopia and hid it away. They built a special chapel, a small chapel, to put the Ark of the Covenant in and hide it away, keep it safe and sound, and to keep it secret. And then they would have a priest who would live in that chapel, never being able to come out, and no one else being allowed to go back in. And that's the story. So I think we can pick it up from there. Sorry about that. And gosh, hope that doesn't happen again. No one is allowed to go into that chapel,
right,
except for the priest who is in charge of it. And he can't leave the chapel ever. And this is happening today.
Right.
And this has been happening apparently for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
Right.
Okay. And you know what they say about these priests? Have you heard? What they say about these guys?
I've heard like due to the magnitude of the Ark of the Covenant and everything, like these priests, they lose their hair and
Cataracts.
It's
and radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
Is what they say, is that they get all the symptoms of radiation poisoning. They only do it for a few years and they die.
Yeah.
And they got to hook another one up. And of course, it's a great honor to be the guy to be going in there and doing that. Right. And so you look into this and it's true. These priests have been doing this for hundreds and hundreds of years in this little chapel. I got a picture of the chapel here. Let me get this off of here.
No, if you get a chance, there's a guy. Have you ever heard Josh Gates, the Expedition Unknown guy?
No.
Okay. Well, there's a TV show called Expeditions Unknown, and he goes out and tracks down these stories all over the country and everything. And he did one finding the Ark of the Covenant, and he actually goes to Ethiopia, and he was actually able to talk to that priest because there's a little courtyard where they're allowed to go out to get a little bit of sunlight and everything.
But it's still within the chapel.
It's still within the chapel. Like he has to stand on the other side of the fence and everything. And he actually talks to the priest that is supposedly guarding the Ark of the Covenant. You should check it out. It's a really cool interview.
All right. I will do that. So this is a picture of the chapel.
Right.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And that chapel's been standing there for many hundreds of years.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I don't. Let's ask Rock real quick because I don't remember. Because they didn't put. I don't believe they put the dates in here when I asked Rock about this whole story today. But Menelik did become the ruler of Ethiopia.
Right.
Later on, there's a lot of stories about him as well. Let's see. In what year did King Solomon rule Israel? Didn't work. In what year did King Solomon rule Israel? The legend has it, and the scriptures show that he was a king for 40 years, and it's rumored to be like 970 to 933 BC. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So we're talking over 2,000 years.
Right.
That the Ark of the Covenant has been in this chapel in Ethiopia. You mean to tell me this chapel is 2,000 years old? I'm not buying that. I don't know how things have developed over the centuries. I have no idea. No, we need to look into that a little bit more.
Right.
What a fascinating story, huh? Absolutely fascinating story.
Yeah, it's interesting. The Ark of the Covenant, it's always been kind of fascinating to me because of how many people have said, like the Ethiopians say they have it in their temple.
In the chapel.
In the chapel, sorry.
Yeah.
And but there's also people that believe it's on this place called Oak Island in Canada.
Yeah.
And that the Knights Templar took it there, smuggled it there and everything. Because there's some Oak Island's very weird. And so if
man.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, but it's so crazy to me that how we've kind of lost track of it because we're not allowed to see it, of course. But the Ethiopians say they have it. Other people say it's on the Oak Island.
Right. My good friend Ed Ryan. Have you ever met Ed? Yeah, he's a very, very good builder, handyman, jack of all trades. He built this studio.
Gotcha.
Along with some help from my son, Devin, who is back in town, by the way. He's been working down in Florida for the last 3 weeks. And unfortunately, Devin and Kylie will be moving back to Florida after they have enough money. And he's got a great job down there, fantastic job down there. And they love him to death.
Yeah.
And they keep lavishing him with free stuff and say, don't leave, don't go away. We need you. We need you. And what a turnaround that boy has had in his life. Went for 2 years imprisoned to completely turning his life around. And, but that's what drugs will do,
Yeah.
The drugs didn't solve the problem.
Right.
But no, he's a wonderful guy, and I love him to death. Anyway, so there's that. What was I talking about?
We were about the ark and everything.
Okay. So Ed, we're talking about Ed. Ryan.
Ed, yep.
Why I'm a squirrel. Ed Ryan says, I know the Ark of the Covenant is under the Temple Mount,
right?
Which is, you know what that is, the big gold dome, and it's the one that had a UFO fly down to it a few years ago, and that was, man, that's weird. That is such a weird story, but yeah, he believes it's buried underneath the Temple Mount.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. What's the scripture? For now, I only see in part and hear in part, and blah, 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 whatever. But then I shall know just as I am now fully known.
Right.
That's a great scripture. I love it. So that's it. I think we're all cut up with the Ark of the Covenant. Maybe next week I can dig a little more. We'll find out a little more. Yeah. And we're not going to solve anything, obviously, but I'd like to look a little bit more into Menelik and what his kingdom was like.
Yeah, definitely check out it's an Expeditions Unknown episode, The Hunt for the Ark of the Covenant.
Is that on History Channel?
It's on Discovery. So Amazon Prime or Hulu.
Yeah, I got all those. Yeah. A lot of in History Channel, I love them because they end up putting everything on YouTube.
Yeah.
Which I love because I've got YouTube TV for streaming and they don't have History Channel.
Right.
But man, eventually they put everything on YouTube.
Okay.
So like, great. We got a lot of stuff to watch from the History Channel at least. So that's good. So yeah, man, we had a super popular podcast last week with all that stuff. What I tell you, we got the Stan Show channel on YouTube got 26,000 views last week.
Very nice.
And a lot of people watch the entire podcast on Facebook. Now, it doesn't tell you how long people actually watched, but yeah, man, I was shocked.
Very cool.
I was absolutely shocked by what that was, and now I can't remember it, so I have to look at it again. Go to content and see all. Okay, so. Yeah, over 1,000 views.
Very nice.
of the podcast on Facebook. People seem to like the live angle. I don't know if anybody's actually going to be chatting with us today, or if they are, I wouldn't know it because nobody is. But hey, what's on your mind today? Let me know in the chat. What do you think of Menelik and the Ark of the Covenant in Ethiopia, in the chapel in Ethiopia?
Yeah,
that's a kicker, man. Tell you what. Anyway, I've been yabbering on for almost 25 minutes now. How about that?
No, I'm got something pulled up, just waiting to see if Trump comes on.
Oh yeah, what you got?
Agenda Free TV.
Oh, that's not on YouTube, is it?
It is.
Oh, it is on YouTube.
It's a very nice channel. The dude keeps his opinion to himself.
Yeah,
he just reports what's out there, what the news is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well. We could be 7 minutes away from that, but Trump usually is late.
Yeah, fashionably late.
Yeah, he's usually late, slow to the mic, as they say in the business. So I wonder what he's going to be talking about today. What's your theory?
I don't think he's going to be saying about going to war. I do believe he's going to say about something about maneuvers, if you will.
So like the fleet is doing maneuvers out off the coast of Venezuela?
I think he's going to try to explain his way around of why they're taking on tankers and stuff, and all basically try to blame it all back onto the drug cartel and everything.
Yeah.
And like I told you, like they had to change their messaging because first they wanted to blame it on fentanyl of why they're bombing boats, but then they're like, hey, not that much fentanyl actually comes out of there. Yeah. Then they had to start blaming it on cocaine, and then so on and so forth. And so I'm not really sure. I'm kind of interested.
I have a theory about Venezuela and Trump. Venezuela has been a huge thorn in his side ever since they started sending all their prisoners and insane asylum people and everything, just sending them to the United States and them walking across the border freely during the Biden administration.
Right.
And he's not happy about that.
Right.
Maduro is not a legitimate president. I don't know how much you know about that, but he is not the legitimate president. He basically stormed in and took over. And then when they had the election, they just said, "Oh, look, I won."
Right.
And when clearly the woman who was running against him was far more popular.
Right.
And so it's just the whole thing's illegitimate.
Yeah.
And I think Trump really wants to take Maduro down. That's my take on it.
Well, here's my question. Cause I've said it on here before. I'm not Trump's biggest fan. I didn't vote for him, and I have many criticisms about him. Probably not everything that everybody screams about and everything. Right. But as he touted himself as the America First president, America right. only or whatever. And now
that was number one on his agenda, America First.
But now we're middling in countries again. Like, we're already calling for regime change. We're bombing. We're doing currency swaps and everything.
I'm not sure we're actually calling for regime changes. No, not actually out loud anyway.
I think he might today.
Okay.
I think that might be a point.
Okay. Listen, I am a Trump fan, mainly because of the alternative. And he had a terrible first presidency, not his fault. Through his political inexperience and naivete, half of his cabinet were actually working against him. They were deep staters, plants. Look at Christopher Wray. He appoints him as the director of the FBI, and he immediately starts working against Trump backdoor deals. Christopher Wray was one who signed off on the raid on Mar-a-Lago.
Right.
Right. Anyway, and there's a lot of theories about the raid on Mar-a-Lago too, especially that there was stuff in there that Trump had it locked up in his room there. It was like an unused party room or something like that, but they just didn't use it, so they piled all the documents in there. And as president, he has the power to take the documents. And they say, those are classified. Well, I'm the president, and I get to say when they're not classified. And he's absolutely right. And of course, the Supreme Court has backed him up on pretty much everything, like lower court federal judges. They can't tell him they can't countermand an order, say, I order you to stop doing this. They do it,
right? But
they're going to get shot down at every turn because of the Article 2 powers given to the president of the United States, period. It's in the Constitution. Well, what he's doing is unconstitutional. Well, no, it's not. I mean, when you look at, he's gone and doing this and no other president, yes, they have. Even Obama did things that they said were unconstitutional. You go way farther back than that. You go to FDR, and there's a few more, but names these days, I'm old. So,
well, I mean, technically, like we've done all sorts of stuff unconstitutionally and everything. I mean, we haven't declared war since World War II,
right.
And we've been in many of wars unconstitutionally.
Well, there are military actions that do not require an act of war,
right?
Or not act of war, a declaration of war,
right?
By Congress. They don't require that.
Right.
Military actions, like bombing all of Iran's nuclear sites.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't require a declaration of war. And so far in Venezuela, what do they call it? Blowing up the coke boats, smoking the coke boats.
Yeah,
that's what they call it. That doesn't require a declaration of war by Congress, any of that. So Trump has the best dang lawyers in the world, absolutely the best attorneys working for him, and they're not going to smoke. They're not going to, blow smoke up his rear. They're going to tell him the way it really is, and they're going to tell him, you better not do that. Now, he may not heed their advice and do it anyway, because, he thinks he knows better pretty much about everything.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. Is like a lot of people that do tell him no, though, he rails against you so hardcore and calls you a traitor. Like Marjorie Taylor Greene.
As is his wont. I mean, now I've got a take on that too. And that Trump only gives back. He doesn't give.
Right.
He gives back. And everybody that he has, derided is somebody who came at him first. Every one of them. Every single one of them.
Yeah, but I would say with the MTG, it was because of the Epstein files. And why would he rail against that so hard? I mean, the dump that came Friday is a joke. I mean,
it's a total joke.
It's an absolute joke. Yeah. And I mean, it kills me because I'm the same way I was when a Democrat was in and then when a Republican in.
Yeah.
Why didn't the Democrats release it when they had it?
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't Trump and them releasing it when they campaigned on it?
Yeah, campaigned on it. Not only that, but they had a deadline set for Friday for everything. Boom, and they didn't give it all out there. Now they're talking about impeachment because not all the Epstein files came out at the same time.
Right.
Even though they promised, yes, they're all coming out. Just be a little more patient, and over the next few weeks, it's all going to happen. But that wasn't what Congress said.
Right.
It said by Friday, and you had plenty of time.
And it's going to look like the back of your phone.
What is on the back of my phone?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you. Good one. Very clever, young man.
A lot of black marker.
Yeah. Yeah. You had me with question marks over my head. Yeah. No, but seriously, every time one of these things happen, every time one of these things happen, and people say, "Oh, Trump never should have said that. Oh, he never should have done that." And nothing sticks to him. Nothing ever sticks to him.
Well, my biggest question is just like, why are we being so finicky with these files? Why is at one point Trump like campaigned all for releasing it?
Listen, Chevy.
Then changed his tune to like,
Chevy. What happened with the moon landings? What happened with JFK? What happened with Marilyn Monroe? What happened? We don't know any of this stuff.
Right.
We know none of it. Epstein files falls into the same pit. Falls right in there. It's an enigma surrounded by mystery wrapped in a riddle.
But why, if you're a person that was campaigning about it, why would you change your attitude? And then once the time came, you started turning on your own political side because people were forcing a vote on it. I mean, it seems very shady. Mm-hmm. I mean, the only reason I would fight so hard against something and then color it with black marker and everything is not because of these rules or redacting and everything. It's because I don't want you to see something.
Right. Right. And and what's the excuse? You know what the excuse is? It's victim stuff.
Right.
No, this is all victim stuff. But when you've got entire pages that are blacked out, it's like, come on.
Yeah. Well, and they're also redacting pictures that are already out there.
Yeah.
And
you know about that because the Democrats are doing that, and they're putting it up on Twitter. They're putting it up on X. They're not the ones. They're the ones who are blacking them out and then put them up on Twitter and go, look. I've seen the most awful stuff. A couple of days ago, this one account put up 2 pictures of Trump with his arm around a young woman, and the young woman's face is blacked out. They're both on airplanes. They're both different people, or they look like different people. And then somebody found the real photographs. Guess who the women were? His daughter.
Did that actually come out?
Yeah.
Because I saw that it wasn't actually his daughter. I didn't know.
His daughter. Well, I don't know. That's what everybody said.
Yeah.
The community noted and everything. And said, yeah.
Just can't tell anymore.
They said these pictures have been out already. That's just somebody trying. But that's the thing. You and I talked about this last week. The obfuscation for your tribe, just to advance the message of your tribe.
Right.
Your clan, your cult.
Right.
Whatever it is. And that's the only thing. Nobody cares about the comments. Nobody cares about the rebuttal.
Right.
They don't care about whether it's true or not.
Right.
And in most cases, it's not true, but I put it out there and I don't care because nobody's getting any comments, and that's going to go in somebody's brain. They're going to think, I saw this and it's true.
Right.
that's the way it works.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm it's just killing me how tiptoey we're being around this Epstein stuff. Yeah. And our president is helping the tiptoeing. Yeah. And I mean, even the victims that have come out and be like, no, we need to make this stuff public. Mm-hmm. We need to get this stuff out there because things are being hidden. There's probably huge names. I mean, we already know the Clintons are involved. And
well, we've seen some new Bill Clinton photos. Those are not photos I'd seen before.
And somebody said, I didn't check it, but somebody said that right before the drop on Friday, Bill and Hillary went on their X and turned off their comments on everything. I haven't looked. I should have looked.
Yeah, that's not that's not an indictment of either one of them. I mean,
no. I'm just
plenty of stuff to indict them on.
Yeah, no. But it just kills me on the whole thing and how we were all for it until it came for real, and then we're like, let's not be all for it.
Well,
why?
I believe Trump when he says I didn't do it. I never went to the island, and there's no indication that he did ever go to the island. And that he said, and he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago in 2004. He kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago, said that he became aware of what the guy was doing. He was taking his employees. He was taking Trump's employees from his spa and all that. And as Trump's spa was up and up, it was just spa, massages and the whole thing. And yeah, there were some younger girls in there who did towels and stuff, but it's not like people walking around naked or anything. There's nothing inappropriate about it. Okay. And suddenly where'd she go? Oh, she went off with Epstein. She went to work for Jeffrey Epstein. And when he found out what Epstein was doing, said, enough. He said, you're out. Don't ever come back. And that was 20 years ago.
Then why is he being so shady about it now?
I don't know that he's being shady. Why do you think he's being shady?
Because the way he has backtracked his speech about it, how he is railing against anybody that is for releasing the files. Mm-hmm. He only put out that there's an investigation in some of it so they can do the coloring of everything.
Well, I objected to that. Is that, okay, you want the files? We'll get the files. We'll start a whole new investigation. And as long as the FBI is investigating, they can't comment on anything. Right.
Exactly.
Like, oh, man, come on. Now, Trump has also said there's really nothing there. There are a lot of Democrats who went to Epstein Island, to Little St. James, a lot of Democrats who went, not a lot of Republicans, if any. I don't know. Maybe Mitch McConnell did. I don't know. No. What's his name? Leslie. Oh gosh. You know the one I'm talking about.
No, I actually
don't. My names. The total warmonger guy. Kill them all guy. Oh God. Somebody help me.
You got me on that one.
Yeah. Anyway, write it in the comments, folks. If you know, if you're watching it, or if anybody's watching it all, put it in the comments. And yeah, all right. What's on your mind today?
Yeah, that's why I think he's being really shady about it.
I don't know.
I mean, because he called MTG a traitor because she was pushing for the vote and everything.
Yeah.
Why?
She was doing other stuff too.
But the major thing was
she was saying that Trump was not America first, and that really pissed him off. Really pissed him off.
I mean, but with the things he's doing now, that's what I asked you. I was like, with him being America first and everything, and now he's meddling in all sorts of different countries.
Well, I'm a fan of the expression, two things could be true at the same time. And they can't. He's doing everything he said he was going to do for America first. Meanwhile, Maduro, he's got a real stone in his craw about Maduro.
Right.
And he's doing something about it. Doesn't mean the other stuff's not happening.
Right.
So that's just
I mean, it's just crazy to me because like whenever anybody else meddles in with other countries and everything, we get pissed off.
Yeah.
I mean, when Biden was meddling in Russia and Ukraine and all that, we're like, no, stay away from that, blah, 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 everything. But when Trump does it and we're like, No, this is for the betterment of America and everything. Yep. Okay. What's the difference?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you've heard me say it before. We got a list about this long of things we don't have any idea what happened. 9/11, top of the list for me. 9/11. The geoengineering that's going on. We got hit so hard yesterday.
Yeah.
We had 15 of them in the air at one time. Just crisscrossing. No, that's just contrail. No, look up. You can see there's a contrail right there.
Right.
But look at all these right here.
Right.
And then this morning there had been more. I understand they're doing more of it at night now because they don't want to be caught doing it. But it's like what kind of sunshine are you going to mitigate by doing it at night?
Right.
Well, it kind of depends on what time of night you do it at, because it takes these things a few hours to spread out and create a haze. And some of them they spread out a whole bunch and then they kind of stop spreading out. But they're there. Those aren't man-made clouds. I mean, those aren't real clouds. Those are not. Sorry, but we do have a coalition of states now, like up to 31, maybe 32 by now, states that are coalescing to ban it completely. And I don't think it's going to be too awfully long before we have a national referendum on this. And I hope that we do.
Yeah.
Because the stuff that's is deadly stuff in there that it's deadly to everything, to plants and animals, and of course humans.
Well, I mean, it just kind of shows because the human race has never been as mentally sick, physically sick. I mean, with the boom of medical science and everything, we're more and more sicker than ever. Well,
I think you just said two words together that don't go together. You said medical and science. Those two things do not go together.
Yeah.
No, because the pharmaceutical conglomerate, look how many of them there are. Look how many trillion. They made like $1 trillion on COVID. All right. I mean, think about that. Everybody go get the COVID shot, then get a booster, and another booster, and another booster, another booster. Jab, 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 jab. It's going to stop the spread. All right. And you're not going to get it, and you're not going to spread it. And of course, neither of those things are true.
Yeah, they had to change the definition so many times to fit it.
And we're learning a whole bunch about the white clots, the white blood clots that they're finding in corpses. We're learning about the myocarditis. We're learning about terminated pregnancies. We're learning about sterilization.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. It's
crazy.
But that's what it is. That's why nothing surprises me anymore.
Yeah.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
Nothing really surprises me anymore. It baffles me the way when one side of the aisle does something, we tear into them and everything, and then when our side of the aisle does the pretty much exact same thing, we're just like, oh, we're going to defend it till the end.
It's all an illusion.
Oh, I know.
It's all an illusion. They're not running anything. They're running nothing.
Right.
I mean, all you have to do is look at the UAP stuff to know that the Congress is not running anything, because we're talking $1 trillion or more has gone into that industry without ever being approved by Congress.
Right.
None of it. Right. The secret appropriations, misappropriations, outright. Oh man, there's more than that. CIA's been in the drug trade. They've been making money on drugs. They've been making money on human trafficking. And this is all the evidence is out there.
Right.
But these are the things you don't talk about because you're liable to end up shooting yourself in the back of the head 5 times.
Yeah, right.
And you don't want that.
Right.
Right. So it's probably because I'm as old as I am that I now just go, yep, well, I'm out of the rat race now, and I'm living in rural North Carolina, and I got my little studio here where I can spend 8 hours a day and be happy as a clam. And y'all just go and do what you're going to do.
Right.
I've got my future is secure because I'm a Christian and I've accepted the Lord Jesus Christ as my personal Lord and Savior. Right. I know where I'm going. I absolutely know where I'm going. Yeah. You ever seen any of these? There's a great documentary that came out last year called After Death. Did you see that one?
I have not.
You need to watch that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Really, really good documentary called After Death. And it's the latest, greatest documentary I've seen about near-death experiences.
Right.
It's crazy. It's fun stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's fun stuff. Because, people have different experiences.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's not good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
And a lot of people who have been through these near-death experiences, who many of them talk about, I was floating in the room above everybody and looking down.
Right.
Like in the hospital, and I could see everything. And they come back and they just describe everything that happened to them.
Right.
Like, I know you took this needle and you put it in this arm. You did this. I saw it all.
Right.
And this person's coded.
Right.
They're not breathing. Their
Right.
heart's not pumping. Right.
Right.
Well, for me, it goes back to prove that your consciousness and who you are is not in here.
Right.
And the things you care about and the people you love, that's not in here. It's not in the heart.
Right.
And your consciousness is not in your brain. You have a soul.
Right.
You have a soul. Right.
Exactly.
And your soul is married to your body. Maybe it's quantum entanglement. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. And then at some point, these things separate and your body goes back to dust, back to the earth, and your soul goes to eternity,
yeah.
or what, I like to describe as paradise. It's fun. I hate to go back to the Ethiopian Bible and the book of Enoch all the time, but, Enoch was taken on these spiritual journeys where he at least believed that he physically left his body and was taken by angels and shown all the glories of heaven.
Right.
And go back and tell everybody now, see. And it's quite the prophet, quite the experiencer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great stuff. Great stuff.
Yeah.
And I just love I absolutely love the fact that the carbon dating on that has taken it back to like 3rd century.
Right.
And that's fascinating. That 3rd century, you say, yeah, well, that was 300 years after Christ. I say, yeah, okay. All right. And when you're carbonating it, what you're carbonating is the paper.
Right.
The parchment that it was written on. So I said, well, the paper was 3rd century, but they wrote on it in the 15th century. Then I don't think so.
Right.
Well, I don't know. You believe what you want to believe. But a great old line from a Simon and Garfunkel song. You know who they were?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I have to ask.
No.
A great line from a song is The Boxer. Do you ever hear The Boxer?
I'd probably know it if I heard it.
Great song. I am but a young boy, and so you seldom told, so I squander my resistance. In a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. Great song. It's all acoustic guitar.
Right.
And yeah, it's a great song. But the great line in that song that I will never forget is, a man hears what he wants to hear and he disregards the rest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where they got that. I don't know if they got it from scripture or if they made it up, but it's quite good.
All right.
I have a lot of favorite lines from songs. You got any?
Where
a line in a song just really hits you?
Man, I would definitely have to.
Yeah.
I would have to think about it because right off the top of my head, I got nothing.
Oh, one of my other favorites is Don Henley. Say what you will about the Eagles and Don Henley. The dude didn't like the Eagles,
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know about that?
Yeah, I watched their Big
Lebowski.
Yeah.
Big Lebowski. Yeah. The funniest thing about that is it gets into the cab and it's a big black guy driving the cab and he's listening to the Eagles.
Right.
California. He says, "Do you mind, man? I hate the effing Eagles." You turn it off. And he's like, the guy slams on it. And he grabs him physically, opens up the back door, grabs him, throws him out of the cab. He loves the Eagles. I don't know. It was funny. But Don Henley, say what you will. And they're using backing tracks on tour.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just for the vocals.
Right.
Just for the vocals. But yeah, they got caught on that one. But the line for the song is Heart of the Matter. And this is, to me, one of the best songs ever written. It's just such a great song. But it's in every chorus. And it's just, I think it's about forgiveness. And that's it. I think I've been through all this stuff. My heart hurts and I lost my girl and the love of my life. And we just going on life now. We're older now and we screwed up so much stuff when we were young. And I really, really think what it's about is forgiveness.
Right.
And yeah, that hit me hard too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Love that song. Love that song to death. It's so high, hard to sing, but there is that. Yeah, man. I think it's about forgiveness.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff.
The big man's still not on.
No. Okay.
But I was actually going to ask you.
Yes.
So a lot of candidates running for county commissioner.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Have you thought of that? Or are you going to vote for it?
No, I will. I'll do the research. I'm just not there yet. When's the election?
That I don't know. I should look that up. But if I will say, I'm not promoting anybody. I can't even vote because I'm not in Swain County.
Oh,
I'm technically in Jackson. I call it no man land because where we're at in Cherokee, we're technically in Jackson. So we don't get anything from Swain. We don't get anything from Cherokee, but our closest people are in Silva, which is just 20 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
But,
I like Silva.
Yeah. No, but if people get a chance, and like I said, this is not me endorsing anybody, Afton Darnell's actually wanting to run. And she actually has to have a petition.
Is that Nate's daughter?
Nate's sister.
Sister?
Yeah. She's wanting to run. But she needs to get a petition signed for her to get on the ballot. Cause I think she might have entered too late or something like that.
Oh.
So if you go on their Facebook, either Afton's or Darnell Farms, I think she has a way for the petition up there, or she's got one at the farm.
You can sign the petition?
Yeah.
Well, signing the petition is not a vote for her.
Exactly. But she says that.
It'll help her get on the docket.
Yeah, she says that. She says, signing this petition doesn't mean you're endorsing me or voting for me. It's just mean you're giving me a chance to run.
That's good information. If you'd like to help Ashley Darnell.
Afton.
Darnell. I don't know why you're again, Ashley. I don't know. But yeah, if you'd like to help her be qualified to run for county commissioner, which is, what do they call that? They don't call it the county commissioner, do they? It's the what is it? What do they call it?
I have no idea.
I don't know. County commissioner. Maybe it is county commissioner. I could be completely full of crap. But if you'd like to help her get established in that, you can go to,
I believe it's
her Facebook page,
Afton Darnell's Facebook page, or Darnell Farms Facebook. AFTON, then Darnell's DARNELL.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So her Facebook page or darnellfarms.com.
Yeah. Or go to the farm. I think she has a petition there. Mm-hmm. And Yeah.
To go to the farm.
I'm actually heading there in 10 minutes.
Yeah. I see that you are. Yeah. We'll try to wrap things up here and get you out of here. So you can go do your thing.
If anybody gets to see this live, come on out. We got hay rides going.
Are they going to do it on New Year's Eve?
We're actually, so I don't know about New Year's Eve, but I know right after Christmas, we're turning it into the techno Christmas hayride, and we're gonna have glow sticks, we're gonna have techno Christmas music going and everything. Keep the fun joy going. So you're gonna keep the hayrides going till what, New Year's? I want to say till New Year's. You're gonna be off Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off, and then we go straight into the new. Let's see here. Golly. If I can get my fingers to work right. Let's see here. So it's going to be glow music night, glow night hay rides. Cool. And I noticed that once the wagons get out there, they turn the lights off on the wagons. Yep. That's so that you can just see everything better. Yeah, it immerses you in the show better and everything, and it just gets that feeling of the whole forest being lit up around you and everything. Right. And something I didn't know also was you get these little paper glasses, and they have different ones have different things. Yeah. Like they didn't get the glasses. My people didn't get the glasses. Right. So too late. And my wife was running after I got your glasses. It was too late. Right. But it's a spectral thing. Yeah. So like when you look at a light, like the first one I saw gave it like a starburst effect. Yep. And then my son said, "Oh, I did have these." He handed to me, and everything was candy canes. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. They got candy cane one. I think they have Santa ones and snowman ones. Yeah. Yeah. It's a cool little thing. Yeah. But yeah, no, come on out. We put a lot of work into this. It takes a a few weeks to get together and put it together, and lots of DMX cables to run.
It's well worth it. It's a lot of fun, and dress warmly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically it's big farm tractors pulling these big wagons, and they're covered.
Yep.
They are covered, and they're all lit up. Everything's lit up. Even the tractors are lit up. Everything's lit up. And it's just a lot of fun. It's great. It's a great vibe. Plus, there's this big area you can hang out inside.
Yep.
And there are tables and chairs, and then they're serving all the stuff from the snack bar there.
Yep.
And you can get, hot chocolate and flavored coffees and all kinds of stuff and some goodies. And he had a balloon guy running around there.
Oh yeah. He's actually the guy that's over at Camp Living Water.
I figured he was somebody local.
Yeah. He's out there making balloon animals, and there's some nice, he got Cotton Candy Kid out there.
Yeah.
Do you have that message I just sent you?
Yeah. I saw you sent me a couple of messages.
If I don't know if you could pull up on the screen. I think I just sent it the same thing twice.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I don't know if you're able to pull it up on the screen.
Sure I can.
So if you...
it's playing here. Shut up. I have no idea how to turn this up. I'm just going to turn the sound down. Okay.
So if you get a chance, and I'm feeling froggy.
Yeah.
Once in a while you'll see.
Oh, you know what? I can't, because if I do that, it'll stop the stream.
Oh man. Okay.
I can't do that. Yeah.
Well,
well.
If you go on my Facebook page, Chevy,
Chevy Millard,
you can see me. I bust a little groove out there once in a while if I get a little froggy, and so you can see me dancing out there in the middle of the forest.
Do you wear a costume or anything?
Nope.
Whoa.
I've got a little light shining on me. Yeah,
That's pretty gutsy, man.
Yeah, I got a light shining on me, and so they can see me. But I was just like, once in a while you'll see Bigfoot out there dancing.
Oh, see, now that would be, if you had a Bigfoot outfit, that would be something. That's something for next year.
I keep telling Ned that he can give me a Grinch outfit, and I'll stand out there and dance.
Oh boy, Grinch is hard. Grinch is a hard one because of all the facial expressions and all that. Yeah, Grinch is a hard one. But man, Bigfoot. The train has Bigfoot. Yeah. I was thinking about auditioning for that.
Really?
Well, I need the work.
Yeah. Just easy.
I'm retired, and every day is a weekend. But it'll be fun.
Right.
I keep threatening to do that, and also to go out on the street busking with my whole instrument rig in the back of my pickup truck.
Right.
Park on the bridge. And play for an hour or so.
There you go.
And just put a big bucket out there that says retirement fund.
Yeah.
Nice. See what happens. Listen, I know you got a scoot.
Yeah, buddy.
And I'm going to let you do that, and I'm just going to close it up with what I normally do here. But man, I want to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas.
Absolutely, brother.
I doubt seriously I'm going to see you before then. But I hope you have a great time with your family.
You do the same.
And
Merry Christmas to you all and family
together. Yeah, man. It's great. It's really great. And the grandkids are really hyped up about it.
Right.
Well, not Avery too much, because she's only a year and a half. But.
Right. Yeah, my boy, he's going to be 3 in March.
Oh boy.
And this is like the first year where he's really noticing things.
Yeah.
And so it's so cool to see him, because I've seen things over and over and over. They've become boring to me.
Yeah.
And so see his face seeing the new things, it's become fresh to me.
You know, I told you about my granddaughter and her new thing, and her big thing.
What's that?
Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I turned her on to Godzilla. I'm a huge fan.
Right.
I turned her on to Godzilla. Now all she wants to watch is Godzilla.
Oh, see, my son, he's on the old Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the claymation. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I come home, reindeer.
Oh, you can still see. Oh, that one's still out there.
Yeah. He loves that show. We show him the old ones.
Yeah.
Those are the better ones.
Karen and I watched Charlie Brown Christmas the other day.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow. Man, it's been years, decades since I've seen that.
Right.
And man, how cool was that? They actually put the gospel in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that's cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
But no, Merry Christmas to you guys. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Love your family. I mean, Jesus Christ is the reason for the season.
Amen, brother.
I love you guys. Merry Christmas, my friend.
All right. Thanks for being here.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll have another show before the new year, I hope. You're going to be here for that, for next Monday?
Oh, let me check here.
Oh, they're probably doing more hay rides out there. But even if we could pull one off like this earlier hour, let me know. Let me know. Very good. Well, folks, I'm going to wrap this up here. But remember, the reason why I even have a podcast is so that I can just take a minute at the end of the show to ask anybody. The question is, are you interested in being a Christian? Have you gone through life without accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? And you know people who are Christians, you have friends who are Christians, and you just never took the step yourself. It's so easy. There's something we call the sinner's prayer, and it's basically just going before God, bowing your head close, and you're going to say, Lord God, I know I'm a sinner. I know I'm imperfect. I know I've made a lot of mistakes, and I know that I'm separated from you. And I also know that your son, your only begotten son, Jesus, was sent to this earth to live his own blameless, sinless life, so that at the end of that life, he could rightfully take the sins of the world, my sins, your sins, all of our improprieties, everything we've ever done wrong, everything we've ever regretted in our lives, that Jesus Christ could take that on himself, take the blame for that himself, which he did. And it was a horrible, horrible death. It was a horrible, torturous, miserable, awful thing. But Jesus Christ rose up from the grave 3 days later and said, I am the risen King, the Son of God, and I will go now to be with my Father in heaven. And all you have to do is believe on me, and I am the way, the truth, and the life. And if you believe in me and you ask for forgiveness of your sins, you are forgiven, and that you will be in paradise after this life. And I know there's some hardcore atheists out there who believe we came from nothing and we're going to nothing. But believe me, it takes a lot more faith to believe that our entire existence came from nothing than it does to believe that we were created by choice by a loving Father. So I've been a Christian since high school, and I didn't lead a tremendously righteous life. And it wasn't really until later in life that I really felt that I needed to get very, very secure in my faith, learn the scriptures, understand what the faith is about, and doing that. But take the first step, would you? Just get out there, put your head down, close your eyes, pray that prayer. And you do that, and God says you're going to be in paradise. I just want to take as many of you with me as possible. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the show today. Thanks for watching on Facebook, in which we are live. The show is also on the Stan Show channel on YouTube, and we do that whole like and subscribe thing here. There it goes. There we go. Where you see we're on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Rumble. You can see the show in any of those spots. We put up a whole pile of shorts on reels and shorts from this show, and it's a lot of fun. So we're having a great time. If you have any ideas for future shows, or if you'd like to be a guest on a future show, we could do that too. Just like we had Nate Darnell in here about a month ago. Man, what a great show that was. And we can also do remotes. So if you're not in Western North Carolina and you'd still like to be on this show with some topic you'd like to talk about, we can talk about that. You can get a hold of me at my email address, which is Oh, that's wrong. I got changed. By the way, it is The Stan Show. And let's change this back so I don't make this mistake again. We're just going to do it right here, right now. Okay, we're going to at The Stan Show. That is my Twitter handle, X, Twitter, whatever. Let's see. All right, we're going to fix this here. It's Stan Arthur at gmail.com. All right. Boom. There it is. StanArthur@gmail.com. Let's center that up on the screen. All right. And you can send me an email there and talk about anything you want to talk about. You want to talk about becoming a Christian. You want to talk about your business, and you like to get on my show to talk about your business, or you want to talk about Bigfoot or UAPs or whatever it is you want to talk about. Just get a hold of me. And I'm looking forward to having my friend Glenn Quiggins back on the show, because he has had so many amazing experiences. And we're going to figure that out, how to do a good remote with him and do another maybe 2 or 3 hour show with him, because his life has been incredible. Thank you for joining me today. And I'm going to send you out with our little banner here and say, don't forget to like and subscribe. We hope that you do. And heck, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.